Okay, let's start recording this meeting. Hello, everybody. Today is the 2nd of February, and today is Groundhog Day.
Oddio.
Do you know Groundhog Day?
No.
Perché
Even
sei
in Italian, it's a particular day because in Italian it's called the no Calimera. Help me with the Italian word. It's called, let me see, because I got...
Chi?
2 febbraio.
Yes, today is the Candelora.
Ah, Candelora.
So today in Italian is the Candelora. In America is the Groundhog Day. You know what a groundhog is?
No.
No.
You don't know?
No.
I show you. Groundhog. I show you immediately. Okay. This is the groundhog. That's the groundhog.
Nota!
Yes. It's the Groundhog Day today. That means in a particular, you see, this is Groundhog Day. Phil is called Phil, and is in a country. I invite you to go on the internet and look for Groundhog Day. I just put it on my Facebook group. I'll show you, because it's the same as Candelora, but in a different way. They look at a different way, because in Candelora they say that here. This is the place, Punxsutawney. Okay, and the legends say that if the groundhog is going out and see the sun, if there's the sun, so he can see his shade, so it's going back again, and there will be winter and cold for other 6 weeks. But if it's raining, so it doesn't see his shade, probably the winter will end very soon. In Candelora, in Italy, I think it's just the opposite, because they say se piove, tiravento, ce ne saranno altri 100 di giorni di freddo, something like that. So it's just the same idea on the other way around. So this is, of course, something that in America they do, because they are coming from their ancestors. So you see, you got a website here that is Watch Leave. They're starting at 6:30 a.m. Of course, they got the, it's not started yet, because, you know, in America they are 9 hours ahead. We are ahead.
Now in America is night.
It's night, yes. So in a short time, then we start the celebration of the Groundhog Day. So if you want to go and visit it, just go on groundhog.org and you see what is happening there. And we see what we are going to expect for the weather for the next 6 weeks. Okay, if cold, of course, that is a very cold country, while in Italy, it depends where you're going. But anyway, let's go. Happy Groundhog Day. This is just to introduce
And
you.
tomorrow San Biagio. Si mangia il panettone.
Again.
Tomorrow.
Panettone.
Domani, San Biagio.
E perché? Why?
Tradizione di mangiare il panettone a San
Quello che è
Biagio,
avanzato.
quello che è avanzato,
Ah, I still have a
perché
bit.
per il mal di gola.
Perché non si butta niente.
Io non ne ho avanzato.
No, we found one because Mauro found one in the agency, and he was just bringing it home, and it's there, and it's even very nice.
Tomorrow morning.
Okay, for breakfast.
Yes.
Okay, good. I will. Okay, thank you. This is just to start. So, I've been working for you, Myla, because I was just trying to gather in the most possible clear way all the tenses or the English tenses in just one document. But, you know, it depends on how do you prefer it. So let me share it with you, starting from this. Okay, this is just made with all tenses, but they are just with the use, the silent words, and an example. Okay, that is very, very easygoing. So you start with the name of the tense, then you got a couple of example in affirmative, negative, and question. Then how, when do you use it? And some signal words for each tense. So you start from the simple present, present progressive, simple past, past progressive, present perfect simple, present perfect progressive, past perfect simple, past perfect progressive, then the future, future simple, going to, future progressive, but we didn't get into the future so deeply yet. Future to simple, future progressive, conditional one, conditional two, conditional zero, conditional one. They call it in a different way, but they are always the same. Conditional two, conditional progressive, and that's it. That is conditional three, of course.
Beautiful.
So, and this is one, but it's not finished yet because I also have, do you see the PowerPoint and sorry, the PDF now, English Hilfen?
No?
No?
No, because it's on a PDF. This is taken from that German site that I already mentioned to you. And this is much more complex and complete because you find the name of the tense, the signal word, the use, the form, even the form, so this wasn't present in the other one, and then all the example, and see how do they use the colors, because they use the colors always for the same thing. For example, everything is different in the example, like the third person in the S of the third singular person, or the form ing, or when it's different, the form from the root, they put in orange, you see, and you got even a legenda. Okay, so you got all the blue means that is the infinitive form. The dark green, they are all the auxiliary. The orange is the ending. If the ending, there's a difference in the ending. Then gray, you have irregular verbs in the simple past. Purple, you got the past participle, the famous third column. Light green, the signal word. And red is all the negation. And you got everything here, starting from the simple present, progressive, past, past progressive, simple past perfect, and so on. Conditional, simple, conditional, progressive, perfect, perfect progressive, that actually are 0, 1, 2, and 3. The conditional, you know, they call it in a different way, but they're still the same. Then, not finished. I got this picture. I'm gonna send you what you want, what do you prefer. So you tell me which one is more clear for you. Let me share this. This one is a shorter one. So here, they're not all the tenses, they are the main 12 tenses, but they are divided into, you know, like the naval battle, you got the past, present, and future, and then you got the simple, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous, with just the example, and very shortly put here how to form them. So this is very, it's just a chart that you can have handy when you think it's useful, because you got simple, past, present, and simple future, then all the continuous, then all the perfect, past, present, and future, and perfect continuous. More or less, they're all of them. Not all of them, but the main are here. And then, last but not least, I got another picture. Do you see this table of English tenses?
No?
No, because each one I have to just share it
yes.
again. That is made a little bit more complex, because you got the name, tense, simple present, or present simple. They even put the 2 different names that you can find around, because you know there are some people they call it simple present, some they call present simple, some they call present progressive, and some present continuous. This is even one of the reasons why, Myla, you think that you get into confusion, because sometimes simple past or past simple, past progressive or past continuous, present perfect progressive, or present perfect continuous, the same. Okay, so you got all these tenses, always the signal words, the use, the form, and the example. So it depends which one is better for you, because some of them, they are just better for some people, but not comprehensible for others. So you should watch it. Which one do you prefer? I can send them to you, all of them. But actually, I suggest you starting to use just one of them, or a couple, not more, not all of them.
Yes.
Because it depends which one do you think is much more readable and teaching you more than others. Okay, so this is just up to you. What do you think about it, Myla?
I think last before this, the tense.
The other one?
Yes, the other one in which
the very short one.
Yes.
This one.
Non lo vedo, eccolo. Yes, but I have I must write how I form every.
Yeah, of course. Here you miss.
It's very short. Yeah. I need to view to
even because from all these tables you can find out your own one. That one, I mean, just to build your own one, to understand them better. Because the best way is like, you know, the mind maps. Mind maps are fantastic but they became really useful if you're doing your own one. If you're just taking a mind map from somebody else, you can read it, it's okay. But if you're going to build the mind map by yourself, that is really useful. And the same is for the charts. So if you know how to do a chart, you can do your own chart by yourself, just taking the data that you need. Because, for example, there's some people, they don't like examples, or some other people, they just want examples and they don't want the form, how to form it. Because by the example, they just understand how to form it. But it's every mind, every brain is different.
Yes.
So you should find out which one is your own way of learning. Okay?
I prefer the last one.
The last one, that
Yes.
is a bit more, yeah, there's something more, something less, yes. Even the last one. I think that the German one is the more complicated one. It's true, there's everything, but maybe it's too much. And yes, probably even the other one, the last one is not bad. That is this one. Okay, let me share everything. So sharing, why doesn't come in